What is going on, everybody? Stubbs here with Rob, the Retro Tech Dad, and we're gonna do we're gonna build a little project here. So we're gonna take a Microsoft Surface Duo, the first one, new in its box. I'm gonna take this out and we're gonna combine it with this bad boy. So this is a RIG MG-X, Nacon MG-X, which is a telescopic controller for Android, which happens to be a little tall, and no devices really fit well in this telescopic controller, except weirdly, weirdly the Surface, right, Rob? You've been
I mean, look at the product packaging. I mean, they have the cell phone in there, and it's just no cell phone looks good in it except for the Surface.
Yeah, I was reading comments about that. Yeah, so you have a picture of what it looks like, or you have a video there of what it looks like actually done. Yeah, which looks awesome. So I want to get to that point. I literally know pretty much nothing. I've had a Duo before shortly, but it's been a while, and I haven't tested it with any controllers. So Rob has been kind and generous enough to lend his expertise to this live stream. And he actually has a video dropping, what, tomorrow, Rob?
Probably like Thursday, Friday, I'd say. I'm working on it.
Sometime this week. It's a work.
It's a passion project, you know. I gotta get things right with it.
Well, we're looking forward to that, and just you kind of were talking in our Discord and getting me excited. Like, do I need to build one of these new fancy AMOLED Nintendo DS's?
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo DS's. Nintendo, don't strike our video. And we've been seeing these fly around the Discord, and everyone this week seems to be buying this setup, this combo. So a Surface Duo, which is about $260 on Amazon right now. So that's a fantastic price considering this was $1,400 when it launched, or $1,500.
Yep. Yeah.
And then we have the Nacon telescopic controller here, which is generally around $70. You can find it used for around $60, maybe even cheaper if you go on eBay. Both the links for both of these, if you want to do this project, is in the description here. And stay tuned for Rob's video, he gives a full setup guide, right, and walk people through.
Yeah.
Because you want people to drink the Kool-Aid with you. In our podcast episode, I was sort of poking fun at this idea, and here I am, not a few weeks later, where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I went out.
Because I think pictures were surfacing in the Discord. And,
they were, and it was
you,
it was Calkeg,
yep.
And then who started all this originally was it Randall Thor?
Yes,
I believe,
yes,
yeah.
Yep.
Kind of
same setup as well. Yep.
And so everyone's talking about this. I'm like, all right, it looks pretty sweet. I mean, a Nintendo DS is cool, but the screens are not amazing. And so if you can build that with modern emulation, and you actually have true dual screen, so no shade at the Retroid Pocket Flip or GPD XD or X18S, but a little bit of shade because it's awesome if we can have two screens. But what do you do with it? You don't have there's no physical controls. Enter this controller, or we're gonna try this with the Surface Duo 2, because that'll be the next video.
Cool.
By the way, because I ordered one of those because I'm crazy. This is a X2 Pro, and the X2 Pro from GameSir is another Xbox branded one, much like the Nacon X here. Both of these should be pretty solid. Unfortunately, a USB-C connection one like this is not going to work for the Surface Duo 1 because that USB-C port is not centered, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so
you might be able to see it here. Yeah, you see how it's off-centered here.
Yeah, and that's not going to work. And people have printed 3D mods on Reddit.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yep.
So that you can fit it in.
It's not as elegant of a solution. I think the Bluetooth controller works the best, honestly. But I actually have a Bluetooth GameSir somewhere here.
Yeah, so the issue there is that this is a Bluetooth only, and so people are going to say, well, there's input lag, and there might be, and I'm going to find out because I've never done this setup before.
Okay.
We could do the 3D printed mod as well, because I do have a Junglecat here that we can do that mod with, but not today. Now I'm just showing off of my shame cycle from Amazon from my 2 a.m. purchases that I probably should send back.
You don't want to see my drawer.
I've no judgment.
It's no judgment.
I just grab my packages and I look to see if my neighbors are outside watching me, and I just back into my house in shame, just like a little hermit crab, just with my packages.
Especially when it's a Pal Kitty package.
Yeah, just kind of do this. I kind of look. I'm like, I'm gonna go close my office doors, and I'm like, it's satisfying new things. It's a whole thing. So what did you have there? You have a Bluetooth controller, you were saying, Rob?
Yeah, I got the this is the GameSir X2 Bluetooth.
Ooh,
So,
yeah. And
this is actually what I originally started with, and then I discovered this guy, and I was like, this is
way
perfect.
better.
I mean, it just looks so nice with it. It's unbelievable how it's just. I mean, it's crazy.
That thing is still pretty cool. What do you? So that's the Duo 1, right? You don't have the Duo 2?
That's the Duo 1. No, I don't. I've been doing
You're gonna
price
have to
tracking
get the-
on it.
You're gonna have to get the Duo 2 to kind of
Yeah,
step
for
up
sure.
to my sickness here now, because I took your idea and then I went to the next level. Not but 2 weeks ago, making fun of anyone who even was doing this, and here we are. So
Yeah, I know
thank you
the
for inspiring me, and
Surface
also
Duo has the second one has a a Snapdragon 888.
so yeah, so this
it's a lot more powerful, honestly. So yeah.
Yeah, the 888 in the 2 is going to be great for 3DS. And then in this one, there's an 855, right? In this Duo 1. Which
It's
is
crazy because 3DS emulation actually is really solid on here.
really.
It's surprisingly decent. I've been running a lot of games at like two times native resolution, and I think it's pretty good. It's like, wow,
So maybe it is, I mean, the Duo 2, big price difference. That one starts at
Yeah.
like $600 plus.
Yeah.
I've seen it up to $2,500. Why would people want that over this setup, which works great with the Nacon here? So
Yeah, I agree. And if you can find one secondhand, I think you can get one for even less than 260, 265.
So I will say I jumped the gun a bit. I didn't mean to buy a Surface 2. I don't need the
Yeah, I
Surface Duo
saw
2.
that.
I put in an offer in on eBay because I was like, well, maybe that might be fun to play with. And next thing I know, the guy accepts. I'm like, oh, all right, well. And then it was a whole thing. And now I have that on the way. And so I have some new toys to play with. But I'm going to share my shame on Livestream with you all so we can step through it together. And I might keep the Duo 2. Most likely I'll sell it after I'm done with the project and kind of stick with this setup because it's thinner. There's no big camera bump out like on the Duo 2. That camera bump out is fugly. Sure, we could take it off technically, but I'm not opening that thing up. That's scary electronic modding right there. It's too tight. Should we unbox this stuff? Should we do it?
Yeah,
Wanna help
let's
me?
go for it. Let's do it.
Teach me your ways.
It's been a while since I've seen a sealed Surface Duo. That's kind of awesome. I picked mine up like, what was it, like last July, I guess? So I've had it for months now. And I've been meaning to make a video on it for the longest time, and I just never got around to it. But all of a sudden, like, everyone on the Discord's going crazy about this thing, and I'm like, okay, I think it's time to make a video now about it.
Yeah, it's exploding because the Retroid Pocket Flip just landed, and people like it, but I think it leaves them wanting a little bit. Like, but what if we did have an Android dual screen device? And there isn't one.
This
So let's
definitely
build it
shows
ourselves.
it can be done. I mean, for sure. This is all Android, and you can see, I have 3DS going right now, and it looks great, plays great.
Whoa! Oh god. This thing is tall. This looks like a GPD Q9
Yeah, it's just the weirdest looking thing. I don't
form factor here.
understand what cell phone looks like that today.
Like no cell phone fits
No.
this. Who builds like just this wide cell phone? Aish making you want one? Yeah. You know what, Aish? You should buy one.
Yes, he needs one.
Join our
I
sickness
agree.
club here.
I think he might have gotten a G Cloud because of me
Let's
too.
go.
So I'm not a good influence.
Show the collection of shame.
Oh, I've got so many controller attachments. It's all sorts of experiments that I'm doing.
I'm excited to see what you do with it. And I haven't seen your video or anything, so I have no idea what you're going to cover. So I hope we don't tread too
No,
much
it's-
extra ground here today.
I'm gonna try to do it more as like a, I don't know, kind of more interesting filmography going on there instead of just the usual like unboxing and things like that. Try to make it a little more interesting. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a tribute to the Surface Duo. It'll probably get more recognition in that video than it's ever gotten.
Well, okay, so right off the bat, we have clickable L3, R3. I like these analogs on this controller, but what's up with this texture? Why do they have this textured logo on here? Let's see if I can put that up to the camera.
Yeah, it's so weird, and it's only on the right stick too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only on the right stick. Rob, what are we doing here? Why would they do this? I'm gonna put it in front of this camera now.
You know, it's really funny. I've been
where am I
using it for the past few days, and I completely forgot about that.
Well, I'm gonna have to put a matte joystick cover on here from Skull & Co or something, because
they were definitely taking the branding to an extreme there.
Okay, well, if I let go of that OCD thing for a second, the D-pad is not bad. Not bad pivot.
D-pad's pretty decent, yeah.
Pretty decent. I like that it has the branded Xbox, so it's going to feel like a true Surface product when you match it. Face buttons are kind of cramped together, and it looks like the spacing between X and Y is different than the spacing between Y and B. Slightly, but maybe that's a light reflection.
They look pretty similar.
Yeah, they are. You're right. It's shadows playing tricks on my mind. But the buttons are kind of cramped together. It feels similar. Well, it's similar to an Xbox controller, maybe a 360 controller.
Yeah.
Buttons are a little small, about the size of the 353P and PS. But they're serviceable, right? This feels good. Up top, we got L1 and R1. Clicky. No complaints. And here's unfortunately where this controller gets a lot of flack, and why the Amazon reviews are so low, is because L2 and R2, unfortunately, are super analog. And by that I mean, like, it takes a lot of effort to push them.
I've never used triggers like that. It's the weirdest
so weird.
feeling trigger. Yeah, they're so weird. I don't know what they were doing there.
So
I don't know who said this is a good idea.
This feels bad.
Yeah.
This feels really bad.
Yeah.
But luckily, the reason why people keep saying this is the only controller to get with the Surface Duo is apparently, despite the shortcomings, it's still great because you don't use L2 and R2 in DS and 3DS emulation. So, L1 and R1, we'll just forget these exist. I'll forget that this ever happened. Maybe I'll take them off because they're so bad.
I know some people use it as to map it to shortcuts and things like that. So that's where it's useful, you know. But
emulation shortcuts, I think that's going to be the way to go. All right, so let's open up the Surface. And now that was the extent of my knowledge. I just knowledge dumped everything I knew up till now. Rob is the actual one who set this up and knows what's going on. I really don't know what I'm doing from here on out.
Yeah, I've been trying to price track the Surface Duo too, but the price is not budging much on that one. You know?
Yeah, maybe can we peer pressure you into buying one during this live stream?
Just casually drop $700 on another device.
I mean, it's fine. It's all good. You don't have to get one. It's not like I'm pressuring you to get one. It's just that you need to get one so that we can be matchies. We can be samesies.
Actually, from an aesthetic point of view, doesn't it come in black? On the Duo 2? Yeah, no. That drives me crazy. I might have to get a skin for the one.
Don't. I did, and you can't return them because they're shipping from Germany or something. But
okay.
I watched videos on it afterwards, and the skin makes it so you can't close the hinge all the way.
Oh, okay.
It leaves a little gap. Gap.
That's actually good to know. Because I like to fold the device back sometimes and do 4x3 emulation.
Because you don't want to have something like the Surface Studio where it has this damn gap right there. Look at that. You get your cookies and crumbs in there.
Yeah. That's another cool Surface device. I love all the Surface products. They're so nicely made. They're so cool.
It's my favorite. It feels like you're having like a Mac experience, but without having to deal with the crappy UI. Not that it's crappy, it's just different. I'm used to Windows. I'm digging myself into a hole. Let's continue this unboxing. I like System 7 and System 6 a lot. Like 1991 Mac OS. That was peak. Alright, so this is, as I remember it when I got it from Best Buy the first time, nice, thin. I'm not going to put a skin on this, even though it would match better. I think having a gap when you try to close it would drive me crazy. Ooh. So some of you have owned, like, Samsung, what do you call those? The Fold? The Z Fold and all those? And
Yeah.
those, it's a similar idea, except this is a separated screen. So these are two individual screens, whereas that has just a crease in the middle, and it's all one screen. I much prefer it this way.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we have
The
this as an
hinges
option.
too are incredible on the device. They are. Yeah.
Oh, yep, there's that uncentered USB-C. Is this like a stylistic choice? Like, why are they like, let's put it to the left like it's a laptop? Like the same
I
place.
have no idea why they did it like that. It's an odd choice. I mean, I don't know. Are there any docs for this thing? I haven't really looked at that, honestly.
Not official ones from Microsoft,
Okay.
but people are making 3D printed docs, it looks like, on just on Etsy and on Reddit.
I'd have to check out some of those 3D printed stuff, because I could definitely print some of my own things. So I definitely want to see what they have.
Me too. I mean, if I like this idea and it works with the controller, I probably will go nuts with this. I've been thinking about a 3D printer since you and Aish have been bullying me into getting one of those as well. And by that I mean you dropped like one hint that someone else was getting it, and I immediately was like, I guess I'm getting a 3D printer. How do I do this? Where do I go? How do I start? This is just, I mean, we're just a bunch of, middle-aged. It's the middle-aged dad club on here, and I'm like, oh, well, Aish has one. Well, Rob has one. I better get one too. Oh no, you don't.
Well, for me, it started with Shem. I mean, he
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
I know
On that British
he's-
gentleman.
He's done all sorts of really cool stuff with it. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, he definitely inspired me for getting 3D printing done.
So I might mess with that, and then we can build a dock. All right, here's the important stuff.
I agree, though. The device is definitely worth the $265. And the crazy thing is, even like
It's so thin.
as a phone, I mean, it's actually not bad. You know, the Android experience is kind of nice too. Like, I mean, it's just it's a very premium device for that kind of money. It really is something special. You know.
This is solid, man. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
look at
Oh,
that.
it grips it
Look
really
at
well.
this.
Yeah,
Look at
I
this.
mean,
It's like it's a Win 4 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It hardly adds any sort of extra depth. The height is almost perfectly matched. It does go just a little bit
Yeah.
above, but not. I mean, come on.
Well, I think someone had a picture of it compared with a was it a 3DS XL, and the 3DS XL is a pretty chunky boy there. So
It is. I mean, this is thin. This is really, really thin, and
yeah.
you have to wonder how much battery life do you get out of this on average. I know it's 3,500 milliamp hours or something, but what is that?
You know,
real
it's
world?
funny. I don't think I've actually ever tested it, but I mean, I've been playing a lot of stuff, but it doesn't seem to be that bad of a draw on it. So
that's good to know. And I know that the Surface Duo 2 is like a little bit more, like 4,000 or 5,000. I think it's 4,000.
so they managed to put in a larger battery in that one.
But
then, yeah.
but it's a little bit thicker too, and so I don't know if
okay.
it's gonna look as good in this. Although color-wise it will, but it's almost kind of cool having the two-tone, and the
Yeah.
fact that there's the Microsoft Xbox logo here.
In
it
white?
kind of looks purposeful.
I mean, on its own,
kind of does.
I love the device on its own. Like, I was doing a lot of like beauty shots today, and I'm like, man, this this device is just so good looking. Like if I saw it sitting there on a desk, I just take another glance at it. It's beautiful. It's like, wow, they did a nice job with it. It's just, you know, typical Microsoft. They don't know how to market it, and it's just
yeah. It's like, let's see, zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, this feels good. One thing that I might try doing, if I'm crazy enough, is if you removed this bottom thing that's holding it in, like if you cut that out, then this would truly get all the way down, and you'd shave off that extra, what, quarter of an inch or something, and then this should be flush up here, I think. But then you're gonna, of course, lose the ability for this to, like, it might fall out. But I mean, it's gripping pretty tight.
Oh yeah, what? Usually when I have it in the controller attachment, I have the camera on the top screen, because if you notice, there's the volume up and down on the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. So it will press up against that little lip there.
Well,
yeah.
Now you're telling me.
Well, no, I was like in the
this.
middle of recording footage on it, and I accidentally restarted the device because it was pressing on the power switch. I was like, okay,
no.
so it has to go that way.
That's
yeah,
way
it
more
works
flush.
much better. Yeah, it works much better that way.
Look at that. Okay, so that's better. So let's see if we shaved off any off the top. I mean, I want to say we definitely.
It's not going to be much on the top. Yeah, it won't be that much. But really, just from like a functional point of view, the big thing is that you're going to end up restarting your device by accident or turning it off. It's like, oh.
Well, yeah. So I mean, either way, that's better. And yeah, I was feeling like, why is it not fully flushed down here? It's because it's the buttons.
Plus, you have access to volume control on the top. You can put it on standby if you want to very easily. So that's kind of why it's nice having it up there.
Thank you, Retro Senpai. I'm honored to be under your tutelage.
Also, the speakers are front-facing on the top, so you're getting those front-firing speakers, which is really nice. And your hands are not going to be blocking them in the way, so works really well. You know. Screen is really bright on this thing too. It's kind of crazy how bright this thing gets.
Do I turn it on? How do I turn it on? Do we go?
Hopefully it's got some juice. You know, who knows how long it's been sitting? It's been sitting in an Amazon warehouse.
Here I am sitting, leaving this I'm like, you know what? Lately I've been unboxing stuff beforehand and kind of cheating. I'm like, I'm gonna fully unbox this time. Not gonna touch it. I didn't even think for a second that Microsoft and all their glorious behemoth wisdom might not charge the device before sending it to me.
Well, I mean, technically this model came out 3 years ago, so
it's been sitting in a warehouse for 3 years, and that's why it's priced at almost, $200. I'm assuming that's the power button, but maybe not.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. Yep.
Hold it for 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. So I need to plug a cable in. That's all right. Worse things have happened.
Hey, it's like a POW Kitty, you know. It comes super dead, you know.
I mean, even POW Kitty. Most of them have a little charge. I think it was only the 2023.
The 2023. I was actually getting concerned about that thing because I had it plugged in for a good hour or two and nothing was happening.
All right.
Yeah, so folding devices are fantastic for DS emulation. It's really cool. So, and not even just the Surface Duo, but the Fold. I know the LG. There's LG that's really good. So, but it's a lot of fun getting DS emulation set up on Android using the dual screens.
I'm excited to get it going here. If this is DOA, then we're just gonna have to switch to.
We're gonna have to switch to the RG353 PS.
Yeah, we're gonna hard shift the subject of this to the retro chicken, the data frog, and the PS. All right, I'm gonna swap into you. So while I'm getting this going, do you want to show off what this is gonna look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, I got another really cool thing.
Yeah.
Oh, these screens are insane. So right now I have it at, let's see, it's not even at 50% right now. So I mean, this thing just goes crazy.
Wow. Wait, it gets super dim.
Oh, and
you know
super
I'm a
dim
fan
and
of
super
that.
bright.
You know I'm a fan of that.
I know, yeah. And the thing is, what I noticed also, like recording footage today when I was kind of doing it on and off, and I'm like, man, it's so easy to get footage off this screen because it's just so crisp and so visible on the camera. It really is an amazing screen. The AMOLED really just takes DS, you know, to a whole nother level. It's kind of awesome. But yeah, I also have this guy here. So if you want to really level up,
you want to get the Pen?
You get the Surface Pen.
Well,
it'll start to act like a real DS device. It really feels like it.
Really?
It's really cool. Yeah, I mean,
is that so? Which Pen is that? Is that the Slim Pen 2?
I think this is the first model, so it's really cheap. It's probably like $50, I want to say, if that. I mean,
really,
no one buys these things. That's the thing. This whole entire line of products, like outside of like a few very hardcore devotees, it just is like a typical Microsoft product where beautiful design. They actually put together some really cool hardware, but no one really buys it. They don't market it properly, and it's a shame. Because this is actually pretty...
hardware. I mean,
it really is.
This is super sleek. I mean, this is how thin it is, and the fact. Look at that. You know, making it into like just a book. You can read.
Oh, I love it in book mode.
Yes,
book mode is awesome. Yeah.
That's why I kept it for a while originally. Is the fact that you could put ebooks on here and actually have two screens like a real book, and you can hold it like a book. So you have that multi-function ability here.
So you can also do like
and put it in like a tent mode, right?
Like
you can also like
you could do tent mode. You could do like say like GameCube emulation on a bottom screen, and then have like a YouTube video on the top screen, or you could fold the screen back and then just have it as a 4x3 device. So there's so many cool combinations. You can do with this.
Wait! You can flip it all the way back. Oh yeah, you can. Look at that. So it's just screens all day.
There we go.
It's just oh god. They say the glass breaks pretty easy, so I just did that. It's a slippery device. I recommend a case.
Wait, was that you dropping?
Yeah, I dropped it right on its screen. I dropped it right on its screen. But you know what? It might be for the best because this unit is not turning on or showing any signs of charging or any life at all. We might be doing this on another day. Let's see.
It could be. It just might need a few minutes. It could be just so dead.
And then it also comes with bumpers. I believe in the package here somewhere. It should, anyways. I read on the description that it should have these these bumper case things that go around the outside. Did yours come with that, Rob?
Yeah, mine came with the bumper, which I don't think I've ever put it on. I didn't really.
These
I mean, again, because
right?
I knew what I was using it for, so I kind of had no purpose for it.
Yeah, these dingly danglies. Rubber. I guess it goes like that. I should probably put this on for safety. I can't be trusted. It's so slippery. This thing slides around.
It is.
It's glossy.
It's so nice.
The
though. It's so beautiful.
Case is glass. The whole thing is glass.
The whole thing is glass, front and back.
It's a work of art, but it's so slippery and scary. I need the bumpers. I'm scared. I'm frightened right now. Why does it have a little notch? Is there a button here? Why does it have a little notch? Oh, that's to grab it when you want to open it.
Yeah, to get the lid open. Yeah.
All right.
Quadzilla
Let's see.
saying to plug in the factory charger.
I'm doing that, but it's in the factory charger. Unless the factory charger is dead, and then we have other problems. Okay. So, I mean, there's a double-sided tape on here to actually put it on permanently, but I don't want to
I think that's why I never used it, because I was like, you gotta tape it down. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to do that to this device. So like,
I don't want to do it. I don't know, Rob. Oh God, so fast. Just a mess. Just a mess. Just a mess. Oh God. So, anyways, apparently you can put this bumper on, and it will still look okay. I don't get these out of here.
I have seen people use the bumper on there.
This is why.
I've definitely seen it.
You can see why I quickly made the decision to return the last time I got one of these. But I'm not patient like you, and you're the man of patience. You have the patience of a Greek. A patient man. What do they call those guys? They're up on the mountain. They're oracles.
Buddhist.
Yeah, geek bar, Buddhist. Buddhists.
Monks.
Yeah, and a monk is my favorite class in Final Fantasy V. Just wanted to let you know that.
I gotta try out that. What was it that just came out? The remaster collection. I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
see what
we
that's
need
all
to.
about.
That's an Android thing, right? It's on the Play Store.
No, I think it came out on Switch. I believe. I think it's on Switch.
Really? I don't have a Switch. I just have a Switch emulation box called the Steam Deck.
So Nintendo, if you're watching, these are all legally acquired. I own all these games on this list here.
No, he doesn't. He made some. He made
let me
some
show
of those
some
games.
DS actually. Let's get out of 3DS for a little bit since it's been running in the back.
Hey Zach. Hey live chat. How's everybody doing tonight?
What's a cool one to check out? You guys ever play Yoshi's Touch and Go? That one's kind of a really touchscreen heavy game for the DS.
Original DS.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
I mean, this screen is so bright. I gotta turn it down. It's just killing my eyes. I'm like, wow.
I'm gonna remove myself from the stream and full screen you.
Yeah. So here's Yoshi's Touch and Go, and I'm gonna use the stylus with it. And you can see, I mean, it's very accurate. In some ways, I'd argue this might be a better experience than using an actual DS, which, a lot of people will say that just get a DS, but this is a pretty solid way to play DS games.
That looks cool. Wait a minute. So how does the emulator handle splitting the screens? Like how does it know to do that?
So there's like a gap in between the two screens. So I guess on the original DS it has that same gap as well. So you see how it doesn't scroll perfectly because that's not how it actually is in the original game. It's accounting for that gap. So it looks kind of weird because the gaps are so close here, whereas on a DS the gaps are actually much larger. So it looks a little different. But I noticed that a lot of games don't have this ability where they span two screens.
Wait. So you're telling me that this isn't truly splitting the screen, it's just the emulators running it as one big screen and able to choose a split point?
Well, you can actually, so here, I can show you a little bit of the setup process here. So you can go in and edit the screens. And here I can go to resize screen. And see, I can adjust the screen. So I'm just making full use of the space on here. You go really small, and I just went really tiny. Whoops, that's too small. Here we go. I'll go back to default.
Oh.
So I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I mean, you can pretty much adjust it any way you want it to be. It's pretty flexible. It's pretty nice in there. And Citra MMJ also has the same ability where you can go in and do a custom size layout. So it's pretty easy to set up, honestly.
That's really cool, man. Russ was asking me before the stream, we were talking about the Surface Duo. He's like, that's just too niche of a use case, like what emulators beyond DraStic and Citra can really make use of this? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, so this is another thing, and someone actually mentioned it in the chat as well, and I've done it myself too. What's really cool with this is you can obviously, let's take this out of here, and you can fold it back. And so it will actually deactivate the back screen, and you can use this to play 4x3 content. So things like GameCube, even some light PS2, and it makes use of that native 4x3 aspect ratio. And there you go. Now I got a 4x3 emulation device. You can also have it where, like what Kyle's saying, you can have it, two screens. So you have like YouTube on the top screen, you can have a web browser open, Discord, whatever you want, while you're playing a 4x3 game on the bottom. So it's very versatile, actually. It's kind of neat.
Wow. Okay. So wait. So you're saying for like something like in RetroArch, maybe you could have RetroArch on one screen and maybe like a guide on the other screen.
Yep.
You can split it like that. That's multi-purpose devices like this are awesome. They take the time to set up and kind of configure how you want.
Yeah. Actually, that's something I haven't tried out yet. I gotta check out some vertical shmups on this thing. That would be pretty cool.
You gotta shmup it up.
I didn't even think about doing that. See, there's
well, how
just
come you haven't done shmups? Well, that's what
I
this
know.
live
I mean,
stream
I
should
love
be.
shmups. I'm a shmup guy. So
This
I'm like,
thing is this thing on my end. It's still dead. I think this is truly dead. I mean,
Oh,
I'm gonna try it overnight. I'm gonna let go of
my
device for today, and hope I can fix it. But I'll probably have to send this back to Amazon. But why don't we switch the subject of the live stream to seeing what shmups look like?
I'm okay with coming back and doing this one again. You know, I'm always down to talk Surface.
All right.
So yeah, let's switch topics. I'm okay with that.
All right.
That's
So
cool.
we're gonna do another stream, maybe in a few days or a week, where I'll have either this one or the Duo 2 we'll go through, and maybe we'll do the Duo 2 because that'll be fun to benchmark against the one you have and see. Is it worth spending that extra 500?
Yeah, I would love to see. I'm sure it's going to be a lot more powerful. I mean, that 888 can do quite a lot. I mean, especially for like PS2 emulation, it should be pretty nice. You know.
Yep. Agreed.
What's another cool one? Here, let me play an actual game that doesn't use touchscreen, and let me just see what we got here. Gonna do some Mario Kart. Why not? That's always fun. Show off my terrible skills in this game. I like it's got the name of the emulator.
I know, Dr. DraStic.
Dr. DraStic, yeah, I love it. I leave it too, yeah, I love it.
Dr. DraStic.
Oh crap! What the hell did I do?
Yeah, my Duo is hard messed up. It's the most DOA device I've ever had show up. And I've almost broken it 5 other times.
So hopefully this is coming on camera pretty decently.
Well, it is what she said.
But this is
cool.
This is so much fun. Like, I definitely gotta. So I messed up my my config I had for the bottom screen. You can see it's cut off a little bit on the top there, so I'll have to go back and resize it. But it's very easy to do though.
I mean, I can't even tell. You saw on the right side, there's a little bit of. I can see that there's a little bit of.
On the top left, so if you see like the number 1 over there, yeah,
right, okay.
Because it's not using that bottom part of the screen, so it just has to be resized. But that's very easy to fix. Yeah, I definitely did something when I was in there. And for like 3DS, I know I can share my config file. I sent it over to you, so you'll have to give that a shot and see how that works.
Oh yeah, I'll play around
with
that.
That's what I plan on doing for the video. I'll have the config file, but I'll also go through and just show how you can resize the screens and whatnot. But it's really not too bad. It's not too bad to get set up. Oh yeah, Blue Shell. Oh shit. Completely missed the item box.
How dare you? How would you do this to us?
I think that's the first time I've cussed on YouTube as well.
Oh no, you said the S word? It's all right.
Did I just demonetize?
No. I think YouTube is lenient on the shits. I think we get like 3, 4, 5 shits a stream before they
So I've only used up 1 shit that of it.
Yeah. No, well now we've used 6 shits. Oh, 7 shits. Oh fuck. Don't say it again. Say it again. They'll push us right down the algo and flush us down the algo toilet. It's not going to be good. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it does. The further we push this video down the algo toilet, the more pronounced your video is going to be when it comes out this week, which will be good. Well, no, I mean, listen, I want to be fair here, but this is now the Retro Tech Dad live stream, and I'm merely a passenger, and I'm okay with all of it. But what the people want to see is Tate mode. So I want to challenge you to put up a shmup. I know you want to set it up, and I'm putting you on the spot. Do you have any?
I got no RetroArch.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what, guys? We're gonna save that for the next stream. Yeah, we're gonna show Tate.
I'll do
Is
that
it
for
Tate?
sure.
Is it Tate or Tate?
Tate.
Tate. We've talked about this
Yeah.
before.
Oh
It's
yeah.
Tate mode. Hi, Heidi ho. The Christmas.
That's actually a
game.
good point about the SoC for that
Yeah.
for the 888. I think I believe the
888.
888 throttles a lot. I'm not. I don't think the 855 has that problem as much as the 888
Oh,
does.
so maybe
So
it's
yeah,
not that big of a performance jump between the two
that could be definitely yeah.
at the end of the waking hours.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, I think we'll probably wrap this one up. Do you want to show a 3DS game? How does a 3DS game perform on
Yeah,
that thing?
I was playing a little bit of Kid Icarus. I know someone had mentioned it yesterday, so but
Oh, sure.
I'll try a different game though, because that's pretty much all touchscreen. It's kind of a weird setup there.
How dare you?
Let's see.
But with the pin and everything, it works well.
I mean, it's really good. Like, yeah, I mean, this pen is actually very accurate. It's kind of
Wow.
nice.
And I have a Surface
what's a good
pin.
one?
I have like an old Surface pin for my work laptop somewhere.
Let's see. This is kind of a nice looking one. This is actually Donkey Kong Country Returns, and the 3DS version actually is better than the Wii version because it gets rid of all the waggle controls and all the
wiggle
Wiimote
waggles.
stuff. Yep. So this is just a pure platformer.
Wow.
And yeah, again, 3DS. I pretty much have tested almost every game at 2x, and it seems to be pretty good. So Citra will also compile shaders. So sometimes on initial playthrough, you'll have some stuttering, but once you play through it again, it'll be pretty smooth. So it's just doing the shader compilation.
So what is the point of the Surface Duo 2 then? With such a big price difference, I mean...
I think they were trying to address some of the complaints and issues that the first one had. And honestly, the problem is once the second one came out, no one really cared because no one was going to buy it anyway, even with or without those problems. So it's kind of like...
Yeah, the Samsungs and the Flip, the Z Folds, all that, those kind of took off in popularity, and Microsoft was down by the wayside, just crying.
Well, I just killed Diddy. Sorry, buddy.
It's okay. See, there's the thing. When you're live streaming, you get automatically a little bit of leeway. So you can do up to 20% worse than your usual scheming skills.
Yeah. I like how I forgot to play this freaking game.
Without being judged. If you go 1% over, then all of us, including me, will judge you, and I will be ruthless.
So I guess you can see the screen pretty well. Like right now, I have it at a pretty low setting.
I like the angle actually.
It's like
it's fun.
30% maybe.
It feels like I'm like standing over your shoulder, like I'm your dad. And kind of like, what are you doing there, son? What are you doing? What is this? One of those video games you've been playing? Because that's how all dads talk from our dad generation.
Oh crap! Yeah, I got you, pig thing. I promise I'm usually much better at this game. This is so bad.
No, it's better than I would be doing.
Oh my god, get up there!
Did you see me attempting to play Ridge Racer yesterday?
I can't do this.
It's okay. It's okay. No judgment.
This is great.
You're getting a little bit of the arthritis. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel it at times too. Oops. There we go. Finally.
Zach, you winning, son? I hope you're winning. I hope you're doing well.
This is a great demonstration.
It is. This is Tropical Freeze, right?
No, this is the first one.
First
Returns.
one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, Returns. That's right. I have a legally acquired ROM for that.
Oh yeah, we all do. I mean, of course.
I love the OLED screen though. I mean, that's crisper than. God, that's crisper than the 505 screen for sure.
Oh, this
Vita
screen is unbelievable. Oh, this screen is gorgeous.
It gets bright. It gets dim.
Yeah.
These
are really high quality screens that they're using for sure. I mean,
yeah,
you can't.
That's
compare.
ridiculous. The saturation. Why did I ever get rid of this thing?
Well, I could see if you were maybe trying to use it like as a phone,
I was.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't use it as a phone. This like to me would not be a phone device. I could see why it didn't do that well as a phone like that.
Yeah, I mean the the camera. So if you're using it as a phone, the camera is pretty lackluster. The built-in camera.
Yeah, it is.
And that was my thing because as much as I wanted to have it and have this cool phone, it's like I got 3 kids and I take pictures of them all the
Yeah.
time, and they only are young ones, and I don't want to have a low resolution camera in exchange for this really nifty niche gaming use case. So I couldn't justify it. But now, since I've lost my marbles fully, I just collect these devices. So I have multiple phones. I have a Razer phone 2 on the way. Don't even ask. I told Rob. I went into Rob's confession booth in DMs and I said, I've bought a Junglecat and a Razer phone 2 after watching your video. Watch his video on that, by the way. You will not be inspired to go on find a $150 Razer phone 2 on eBay in perfect condition with Lineage OS loaded on.
They're getting hard to find in decent condition, I have to say. So, you know,
I mean, the Junglecat is only $40 on Amazon. And
because it literally can only be used with I think 3 phones.
And one of them is the Duo 2 if you do the 3D print add-on.
I didn't. So there is a 3D print for that. That's cool.
Specifically just for this controller.
That's really cool.
All it does is it's a perfect fit, and it centers that or it has an extension arm to reach that USB-C port.
That's really cool.
It's a little wonky looking. It definitely takes an already sort of odd looking combination and then kind of turns it into the Tower of Power from Sega. It works. So I said, I'm going to try this out, especially, and if for nothing else than that Razer phone 2, another device I'll probably be selling when I'm done with my project. So stay on the lookout for a cheap.
Well, the reason why I think that's pretty cool is because with the Junglecat, you can just kind of clip off the controllers and then turn it sideways to use in book mode or whatever. So it's an easy way to get the controllers on and off. You know, kind of cool.
I mean that's true. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. I'll have to take a look at that 3D print. That sounds pretty.
I linked it in the Surface Duo thread on our Discord because Sergeant Daddy was asking about it.
Okay, I'll have to take a look at that.
Kyle Ruggles, did it charge back up? No, it's still.
Are you using the? Wait, does it come with a charger? I forget.
It does, yeah. So
Okay.
it did,
Okay.
and I'm using that charger.
Wow.
I wonder if it is deep drained. What you want to probably do is put it into a 5-volt low watt charger, and drip feed it power.
Yeah, it probably is going to need an hour or two. I think it's going to need some time if it's really dead.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been in a warehouse again for 3 years.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, Kyle's talking about running a CPU float.
Oh, I take it down the river? I want to what? CPU float.
Yeah, so we can kind of see how hard it's being pushed. I know for sure 3DS can go a little bit beyond 2x, maybe some 3x, you know. It just depends on the game, you know.
Well, and with CPU float to see how it's being pushed. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to look at that. Kyle, van down by the. Now that's one that takes me back. I haven't.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Which one of you is Retro Gamecore? That's the best.
Sorry, we're just imitations. This is the wrong stream.
It's close. That's that is the Retro Tech Dad, and I am the Stubs.
That's actually exit
from Retro
51.
From Retro Handhelds. Buy our merch, myspreadshop.com. You thought I wouldn't plug it? I'm gonna plug it.
Sometimes Russ pops in on these.
He does though. In fact, I almost wanted to be like, you want to pop on with us, but I think he just got off a podcast today with Nerd Nest, and so I think he's probably decompressing from that. Unsubscribe. Russ, we host Russ in our Discord though. We have a Retro Gamecore section in the Discord. He's our partner. He's our buddy. Good dude, but he's not on the live stream right now. Although we could have an AI capture his voice and put him on the live stream for next time if we wanted to. But we wouldn't do that because that's probably highly concerning once the database gets your voice print, and then it's, you know, it's not good. As soon as like it can replicate, the AI can replicate our faces and replicate our bodies plus our voice, that's when it's scary. And actually, that's what's happening right now. Just kidding, I'm human. So is Rob. We're gonna end this shenanigan here. I'm gonna let this device charge overnight and see if there's a possibility of life. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back trying this again.
Yeah,
very soon. Rob, thank you for letting me heckle you for an hour.
I am definitely not Pal Kitty. I'll tell you that much. I am not Pal Kitty.
Oh! I can use your banner. I can use your banner. If Russ wanted to join us, he'd say, "Yeah, man, I want to do it." I know. Russ is such a good guy. We love our Russ. He's going to be on the podcast with us in very shortly here. I want to say
in a month, right?
In about a month, yeah. So we're going to have another Russ episode, and it's going to be wild. But stay tuned for May 6th. So next Saturday, May the 6th, early in the morning, because we're going to have Wicked Gamer and Team Pandori on Emu Chicken.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
And they're in wacky time zones. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And so we're going to be doing that at 8 in the morning, a live stream. So I will be sort of looking like this.
Yeah, same here.
So Rob, you're not a morning person either? Yeah, so we're screwed. No. We're so screwed. Hopefully Damien is. He'll have to lead it.
I'm okay as long as I get coffee. We'll be all right. We'll be okay.
Yeah, probably double dose that day. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for checking us out, checking the live stream out. We were going to build a Surface Duo, but we'll wait for the next to do that. So the usual spiel, you know, like, subscribe, tell your friends, subscribe to our Patreon, watch all of Rob's videos and comment on every single one, or else. And stay tuned for his video later this week where he's going to show you more about this awesome little device. And we're having a fun time building our own Nintendo DSs. So
I'm excited.
Me too, man. All right, everybody. Well, take care of your handhelds and take care of each other.
Take care, everybody. Yep.
I got to do the patron screen. No.